Hi guys, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. If you're new here, thank you for coming to hang out. Tonight's video is going to be kind of a tutorial, and it was requested by somebody in the Facebook group. I have recently released 2 drill bits to go with the efile that I have also on the website, which is, it's a bomb efile. Honestly, like, I've had Melody Susie's, I've had stuff from Wish, I've had stuff from Amazon, and it truly is my favorite, and that is the only reason that I've got it in the shop. It is amazing. It's so smooth, it's so quiet, it's so powerful, it stays charged for ages. Anyways, I digress. I'm getting sidetracked. So I recently released 2 drill bits that I find to be incredibly helpful bits. I'm waiting for a few more of my favorites to make it to me in the mail so that I can also put them on the website. For this video, I really want to stress, I am not a nail technician. I have no formal training with an efile. I just have the School of Hard Knocks, and I have the scars to prove it. I started using a efile that I got on Wish. I'm pretty sure it was on Wish, and it was really clunky. It vibrated a ton, like my hand would tingle for an hour after I was done using it, but I didn't know any different. Anyways, it was too powerful for a beginner, and it came with a drill bit that was deadly in my opinion, and I really injured a few of my fingers before I figured out more of what I was doing. So when I'm going to show you how to use the bits and use them with the efile, I'm showing it to you as a home user, somebody who is completely self-taught and in no way can give you any professional opinion or instruction. I'm just showing you what I use them for on myself. If you choose to use them that way on yourself, Godspeed. I take no liability. Yeah, just saying. Because I know how badly I've hurt myself with an efile. I'm bringing in mostly safety bits that are anything higher than a medium grit on them, basically. It doesn't mean that they're not going to work just as well. They do. And later on, if people are requesting them, I can bring in bits that are not safety bits. But for removal, you don't really need to have anything with a really sharp edge. The safety bits just have like a domed end on them so that you can't like actually slice your finger open. And yeah, they work just as well. So I have a few of those on their way in coarse, extra coarse, and I think I have a flame bit that's also on the way, which is really good for cuticle work. Anyway, I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to flip down and show you guys, first of all, the efile, how it functions, how it works, and then I'm going to show you the 2 bits that I have available on the website, and also the 2 that just come with the efile when you buy it. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say for now. Oh, no, that's not all I have to say. So summer is coming, even though it's actually a snowstorm here in Southern Ontario on what? April 19th. I don't even want to talk about it. Summer is coming, and I have the summer collection completely done, and I am getting packages ready to send to some fresh influencers that are helping out with my regular influencers for the summer collection, because it's, again, kind of a biggie. It's not spring collection big, but it's not just like 5 dips either. There's a lot going on for summer. So yeah, start looking out for those. I think I'm gonna start having them post things up like 2nd week of May, and I'm aiming for like the last week of May for a release date. And that is it. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got for today. Okay, I'm gonna flip down. I'm gonna show you guys all the little bits and bobs and stuff with the efile. And yeah, thanks for hanging in this long and listening to the updates. See you guys soon. Bye. Hey guys. Okay, so here is the efile. When you take it out of the box, it will have a protective film over this portion of it. I had somebody message and say, hey, why is my fancy new efile all scratched up? It's not. There's like a protective film that is oh so satisfying to pull off. It will come with a, I believe it comes with a dead shank in here just to protect the inner workings and mechanism while it is in shipment. And then you also have these two drill bits that come with the drill. This one is typically used for like under nail stuff to shape after you've sculpted. And this one can kind of be used for a plethora of different things. It is a fine bit, and you can tell because it has a red, it's kind of like universal within all the nail drill stuff. Red is fine, blue is ultra fine, green is what is green? I don't know. Blue is medium, and what is, I think black is like coarse or extra coarse. Anyways, these are fine. These are considered fine, but it is kind of like toothy enough that it will remove dip. It doesn't remove it super fast, but it will remove it. But yeah, these are the two that come with the drill, and they are ceramic, which means that they keep the heat kind of down. You still have to keep moving your bit, or it will get hot and burn the hell out of your nails. But yeah, ceramic is really good for dispersing heat, and it doesn't get crazy hot like a diamond bit does. So yeah, these are the ones that come with the drill. And then the two that I have separate on the site are two of the bits that I use most often. I thought it was most important to bring these guys in first. So this is a Carbide 5-in-1 bit, and it also is considered fine, but I will tell you, this is aggressive enough that it will take off acrylic. And I'm going to show you because I have acrylics that I have to take off right now. I've been trying to teach myself how to do acrylic with monomer and sculpting, so that means I get a lot of lifting and stuff because I'm learning. I'm just learning, and so that means I have to take my nails off fully often and redo them because practice makes perfect, right? So I'm trying to learn. This guy that is for purchase on the site, I think I've got it for $7, I think. I can't remember entirely. Is aggressive enough to take off your dip. It is also, though, fine enough to like smooth out your dip after your final dip. If you've got like major bumps and stuff like that, you will have to buff after because it does leave a little bit of some teeth marks on the dip, but it will take care of any like big chunks that you need to get rid of. And then this little guy here is a Cuticle Ball Bit, and this can be used for so many things. Of course, it is for cuticle work. And when I say cuticle work, I don't mean like grinding off the skin on your cuticles. It can be used to remove invisible cuticle. It can be used to do a final shaping of your cuticle lines if you need to. And it can also be used as a dry manicure bit. I suggest that you find somebody on YouTube who is a professional to learn how to use it in that way, because like I said, I'm not a professional, so I'm just showing you what works for me, how I use these bits. Again, not a professional. If you slice yourself open with these, I am not responsible. I'm not a professional. This is not a tutorial. This is just me showing you how I do my stuff. So there's that for legal reasons. Okay, so I'm going to show you the features of the efile. Like I said, when it comes out of the box, it will have a satisfying peel off that comes on it. And so what you want to do first is, of course, charge it. And this is handy because you can either charge directly on the unit itself, or if you've got it docked in here, you can charge it on the back. And then it has this handy rest for your handpiece. And so when you get it, charge it up, make sure it's good and charged, and then you will connect your handpiece to the motor unit. Okay, and then of course you want to make sure you have a bit in here, because if you don't have a bit in here, or if you've got it unlocked, the unit will error out and it won't spin, which is just like kind of a safety measure. Anyway, so you put your bit in and then turn your little selector here from unlocked to locked, and it will click into place. Like I said, I pretty much always use it docked, but I'm going to show it to you like this. So to operate this, you will kind of long press and it will come up with /00, and then you can turn your dial to however fast you want to go. I'm going to do 8 because I'm going to show you how well this bit takes proper acrylic off. And the good thing about this drill also is that it has a brushless motor, and like you can kind of hear how quiet it is. Like I will show you. We're running at 8,000 RPMs. I'm going to hold it on a piece of hard plastic. You can hear the very slight vibration. Like you don't feel it in your hand. You don't end up with like a sore hand where you're like at the end of the night. So yeah, that's another bonus of it. The brushless motor will allow you to press as hard as you need to without bogging down and without erroring and stopping, and you know. So like I said, this is a fine drill bit, but like, yeah, you can see how quickly it's taking proper acrylic off. So that is the fine drill bit, and that is how powerful this motor is, even at just 8,000 RPMs, and it goes up to 35. And 8 is enough for me to get actual acrylic off. So I'm going to pause this real quick. I'm going to switch out my bit to the cuticle, and I'm going to show you how I use the cuticle drill bit. Okay, I've zoomed in a bit for you here, just because it's cuticle work and it's, you know, easier to see it when it's closer. I'm going to show you on the pinky because I have a little bit of color left still near my cuticle that I can show you how it removes. And it's just because my peel base didn't pop this little section off because I didn't put it all the way to the edge. Speaking of which, I was a die-hard UNT fan, like die-hard. Used it all the time. I used the Sun Coat one that I had as well, but I ran out, so I've gone back to UNT, which was like the gold standard, but you can't buy it anymore. So what I did was I made peel base, and when I tell you, it is the best peel base I've ever used. I'm not lying. I know that I had issues with my Sun Coat that I had brought in from another Canadian company to distribute. It didn't ship well in the cold weather, which is a lot of the time here in Canada. But this one I have been testing for about a month. I have frozen it into a solid block of ice, and I have defrosted it, and it works perfectly. And I have set it on a cooktop that is still super hot from making my kids mac and cheese. And when it cools down, it still works perfectly. So sitting in the back of a mail truck for 2-3 days is not going to be a problem, even in the summer. I'm going to get it up on the website as soon as I can. I really, really wanted to test the hell out of this peel base before I put it up for sale, but I am like in love with it. It's the only one that I use now because, like I said, I was testing forever. Anyways, okay, Cuticle Ball Bit. So let's pretend that this little bit of color that is left on my nails is a final dip, and I just want to go and clean up my cuticle lines. I'm going to show you how. I'm going to turn my drill on again, of course. For this kind of work, I'm only going to go to about 5 because I don't want to go wild. I'm not trying to take tons of color off. I just want to get like a smooth edge. So I like to anchor, of course, on another finger so that things aren't shaky. I tend to shake a lot because I rely on caffeine to live my life. So, right, if this is a fresh dip and you want to clean up your cuticle lines, you're going to take your teeny tiny little cuticle ball bit, which is adorable, and just go in small motions around the cuticle, and it makes such a big difference at the end of your dip. And I have always said it is better to have dip further away from your cuticle than touching your cuticle. And that is because when dip is touching your cuticle, that is of course going to allow moisture, germs, all sorts of yuckies to get underneath because you don't have a seal on it. You need to have your dip ending on your nail plate so that when your top coat goes on, it makes a seal for that whole enhancement. So if you're taking off a little bit too much when you're first kind of getting the handle on using a ball bit to clean up your cuticles, it's fine. Honestly, like maybe you have to do your nails 3 or 4 days early. Big deal. Everybody loves doing their nails anyways, right? That's why we're here. Well, you're still getting the hang of using the cuticle ball bit. I really don't think it's a big deal. I think it's more important to have a sealed and hygienic dip than it is to have the dip directly up to your cuticle. And that's a hill I'm going to die on. So yeah, that is how I use my cuticle ball bit, a rounded dip. And how do I use it to clean off invisible cuticle? Well, there's some cuticle. It's not invisible at all. It's completely visible. You always want to go kind of like perpendicular to the nail, and you don't want to like go down, because then you're going to drill a hole into your fingernail. It's going to hurt. It's going to have to grow out. It's going to suck. So perpendicular like this as much as you can, and just touch that invisible cuticle. There, it's gone. There's dust left over, but the cuticle is gone. I love this bit. It's very, very important to me. I love it so much. But yeah, I think that kind of levels off all of the amazing things about this drill that I wanted to tell you guys. It shows you how to use the bits that I have for sale separately. And yeah, a little bit of how I use an efile. I do use it in a lot of different ways, but again, I'm not a professional, so I don't feel comfortable telling you guys how to properly do this and properly do that. I don't want you to be using an efile on your natural nail, because I can't tell you the proper way and safe way to do that. But again, play around with it. Keep your speeds low as you can to get the effects you want. The next thing you know, you will be reaching for it with every mani, and it will make your life so much simpler. If anybody has any questions, definitely leave them down in the description or in the comments, below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I do have only a few of these left in stock. I'm planning on making another order, I think, within the next month. So if there is enough people interested in this drill bit, please also let me know down in the comments, and I can try to get that order in a little bit faster. Okay, I probably got cut off mid-ramble because my phone just keeps overheating. So I'm just going to end this video saying I love this drill. It is the favorite of all the drills I've ever owned. I use it all the time. I really put my drills through a lot of abuse. So I truly believe that this is worth every penny that I'm charging for it. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't make any money on these drills. I charge what I have to pay for them, but I think everybody needs one. So is that stupid of me? Probably. Does it make any business sense? Absolutely not. But I love it. I love it so much, and I want you guys to experience it. So like I said, I have a few in stock now. I'm going to be getting more in. And thank you guys so much for hanging in for this video. I will see you on the next one. Let me know what you want to see. Bye, guys.